Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host Red. We got video today from Taylor the Fiend.
Male babies and just any man that you see like in the streets, like just kill him.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at women giving up on the dating scene. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you check out the channel memberships if you are interested in more videos down below, and let's jump right into it.
I'm convinced that all of the good men are either at home, at the gym, or at work. And the reason why all the women out there are saying, I can't find a good man, where are all the good men at? Yeah, you guys scared them off. I'm a boss babe, I can do it myself statements, and now they're focusing on themselves, ignoring women, living a peaceful life with a dog instead who actually loves and respects them.
Even if they could find the good men, it wouldn't actually matter. A lot of modern women would still hate them anyway.
Why don't
Well, men now know what women are. For one, these women don't qualify for good men. Yeah, and you're right, Taylor. Like, these women don't even like good men in the first place.
More women ask men out because they don't want to. I think the data is something like 87 or 88% of women still would prefer a man to ask them out. And this gets right back into the conversation about the women's movement and rights and responsibilities. It's like we want the chivalry and the responsibility that we had in the 50s with all the rights that we have today. It doesn't work like that. There is this missing conversation about dropping the proverbial white handkerchief, this collaborative
Correct.
energy that used to exist between men and women.
Dropping the handkerchief is too much effort for modern day women. They have made that very clear.
That I think is important. So nowadays, sometimes we say, okay, just keep on asking women out, keep asking women out. It's okay if you get rejected, but there's a lot of like blindness in that. Whereas in times past, you would get an invitation from her, whether it's through her body language, through her eye contact, and that was her invitation for you to then come ask her out. It was almost like we're working together to get the job done. And I think we need more of that.
Those days are over since modern women made it clear that everything is supposed to be the man's job.
I'm not going to be with you.
Yeah, they expect us to do every little thing and carry every little thing in the relationship. They just get to be what? Like a sultan's being lifted up on those, like, you know how Xerxes was being lifted up on his like freaking chair thing. That's how women see marriage and relationships. They just see men as the servants lifting them up and taking them everywhere.
Because you didn't find anyone better in the last 2 years.
Right. I don't want to be his backup plan, you know.
Not even his backup plan. I don't want to be the person you come to because suddenly you realize I'm great, right? Love is a decision. Commitment is a decision. You don't commit to someone because you go, I'm never going to find anyone better, right? You commit because then what happens if you do? You commit to someone because you say, I feel it in my bones, I want to be with this person and I'm going to go all in with this person. And whoever comes along in my life from now on, it doesn't matter. It's not about whether someone's better or not. It's about the fact that I've decided to build this relationship.
Nowadays, a lot of modern women only want a relationship if it comes pre-built at no cost.
What's your type? Can you approach me?
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
so
approach
true.
me? I'll give you eye contact, but it's just like I gave you 3 seconds, maybe half a second, but like you should know that that's enough. Like that is the welcome.
I don't get why it's a joke. Like, oh, I gave you 3 seconds. Oh, maybe half a second. And then everybody just jokes. It's like, no, you are miscommunicating. And you are obviously expecting men to just read minds. It's not funny.
Men, like that should be it. That's just like if I look at you and I look away and like you can't smile to me. You have to like make sure you don't really smile too much. Because then that's cringe. That's like you might as well be approaching them. If now you walk up to me, it's like, okay, you passed the first test. If your ass stands there for another half an hour, ugh.
A man shouldn't have to pass a bunch of tests in order to approach a woman. That is absolutely not worth it.
I saw a Reddit post that went like kind of banger of this girl saying, I'm out here, I'm 25, I'm female, I'm trying to meet men, but I'm never getting approached. Is there a certain look or energy that I can give off that says I want to be approached? I'm not really into dating apps and I want to meet somebody in person. And she's asking how to do this. And now a man responds, unless a woman gives me an irrefutable sign that she wants my attention, I will never in a million years approach her, because nowadays we are taught that women want to be left alone and we are perceived as a nuisance at best and a threat at worst.
Modern women wanted men to leave them alone. Men did that, and now they're freaking out again. Absolutely hilarious.
You Be careful what you wish for, ladies.
And this does seem to be an ever-present trend that I'm witnessing online of young girls getting in their cars or filming a video or story time about meeting a man where they say he is a nuisance or he disrespected her or that she's just so annoyed by the presence of men. And they get into the story, and it sounds a whole lot like anybody would approach anyone in trying to just start a friendly conversation, let alone a romantic conversation. And this seems to be a plague amongst men in our dating hellscape these days.
You can't threaten, mock, and insult men for a decade and still expect men to approach you.
It's probably been like 2 decades.
Here is another headline. Almost half of young men have never approached a woman romantically. And this is particularly affecting men aged 18 to 25. Have never ever, not once, approached a woman with a sort of romantic energy in mind.
Why would they? They have the internet. They've seen what's happened. They've lived through Me Too. They've lived through the pandemic.
But we do know that there are women out there who want to be approached, and there are men out there who want to do the approaching. So how do we get these two to meet? I don't know. I'm actually gonna have to rely on you guys in the comments down below to let me know what you can and cannot do.
The only real solution is for women to approach men, but honestly, number one, they refuse to do it, and number two, I don't even think men want to be approached by women at this point.
Yeah, even though we do get approached, there's plenty of men are just rejecting women left and right now because, again, juice just ain't worth the squeeze. They're happy. They're actually genuinely happy by themselves, saving money, doing their hobbies.
Curious, how do guys around your age, how do they talk to you guys?
That's the funny thing is that they don't. I have gotten approached at a party maybe twice since being here. Men don't approach us here. Which, you know, I find funny because there's so many beautiful women here in Isla Vista.
Honestly think that might be the problem.
Yeah, there's so many of us here. It's, again, very rare, but the ones who have approached me were like very, very incoherent and very, very drunk. I couldn't really hold like a clear conversation with them, so it's kind of iffy if it even like counts.
That's not just Miami. The types of men she wants have virtually unlimited options.
The female strategy when trying to get into a relationship with you is to sell purity. I'm a good girl. I'm not like the others. I don't party. I don't do X, Y, Z, etc. And your job as the man is to see if she's telling the truth or not. And the only way that you could properly assess this is by seeing her for a significant amount of time.
Correct. What makes it worse is how modern women are encouraged to lie to men about literally everything.
What I can appreciate about Passport Bros is I think it's an effective flag being raised for Western women as well. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to find someone. I'm not saying that they're not going to get screwed over. I'm not even necessarily saying that I would encourage men to go do it. Like you said, if you want to, cool. The motivation for it is the fact that men are still expected to act very traditionally. They're expected to be very chivalrous. They're expected to be protectors. Maybe they're not expected to provide to the same extent now that women can essentially match them on income.
It's crazy how Passport Bros accidentally uncovered a modern woman's ability to just be incredibly racist. It's actually pretty funny.
But if that's what a man's duty to you is, to be chivalrous, it's very, very loosely defined what a woman's duty to a man is.
It's very ambiguous.
And that is why I think they go to places where they are actually taught from a young age how to treat a man. What is your duty to a man?
Even if these women understood the duties, they wouldn't be able to live up to them anyway.
They would never want to do them. It's not live up to them. They don't even want to do them.
Do you guys feel like men ask you less questions on a daily basis? Because I've always wanted to date someone who just seems interested in me as a person or interested in my life because I'm a very curious person. And as you guys, like, I took a hiatus from men for like 6 months. Like I'm going on my first date tonight. In 6 months. But I've been briefly talking to guys here and there, and I'm realizing, like, they don't ask any questions. It would be even like, what do you have for dinner tonight, blah, blah. Okay, so what's your favorite food? And then nothing back.
This has nothing to do with her being curious and everything to do with her being self-absorbed.
And it got to the point where I literally was like, well, I know you're not going to ask me, so I'm just going to offer you my answer to keep the conversation going. Like, I've been saying that to people because it's getting so frustrating.
How does it go when you offer it? Do they respond?
Oh, they think it's hilarious. They're like, ha 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 ha, I didn't even think I was going to ask you. Of course I want to know. And then, like, the conversation continues. Like, they never take it, like, as a slap in the face. But I'm like, that should be as an indicator to, like, try harder.
No. The men she dates couldn't care less about her favorite food. That's why they don't ask.
Men don't care about your personality. They don't care about your dreams, your goals, what you want to achieve in life, your likes, your dislikes. They don't care about these things. Men do not care about you as a person. They care about what you can offer them. They care about if there's something in it for them.
That is big talk from a woman who insists on treating men as if they are subhumans.
That's why men usually don't do things unless they're going to get something out of it.
It's human nature. Most people don't do anything if they actually don't get anything out of it. Not everybody is selfless.
So if a man is going out of his way, doing a lot of things, and you're like, oh my God, he's doing all these grand gestures, he wants something. He's doing it to get something out of you. Men don't do things just because they're kind human beings. If a man's doing something, he wants something out of you.
It is ridiculous how kind women think they are to each other and themselves, even though they're constantly backstabbing each other.
He wants access to you. He wants access to you.
Let me get this straight. If he does nothing, he's lazy, but if he does nice things, then he wants something. Men honestly can't win.
That's why a lot of men love bomb in the beginning stages, because it's a manipulation tactic that is used to make you feel closer than you actually are. The more closer you feel to the man, the more he knows he's going to have access to you. The more he's going to get what he wants. That's why you have to be switched on. You have to be switched on. You have to be on the lookout for these things.
Meanwhile, she thinks a man isn't a real man unless he's buying her a $500 dinner.
Apparently, there are a lot of men out there that are done with being used and all the other BS that comes with modern dating. And they're probably just sitting at home alone, ignoring people. And as women, I think it's time for us to start taking accountability. Women are just way too busy looking for their next meal ticket or who's gonna buy them their next Louis bag, okay? And I am so sick of it because women have become so toxic towards men and it's not fair.
It's a little late to be making that realization. The trust between men and women is completely broken at this point.
Men deserve—
Yeah, men don't trust women, women don't trust men. This is where society is.
to be loved and cherished, and all these toxic women are just ruining it for the good ones like myself. And I'm just so sick of it, and I don't know how it's gonna stop. Like, we need men. We literally need men. So women, just stop ruining it for everyone.
I think the problem is a lot of modern women are too busy blaming men for everything to actually take accountability.
Turn it off.
It is frightening how quickly these women are able to turn on the crocodile tears like that.
Talk to you all about a serious injustice in this world, and that is the sexism that comes from men and is forced onto women. Women are raped and murdered, and for this, we need to kill all men. I am sick of being a baby factory that produces more men that will just, in the future, subjugate me. So the only answer to that is to kill male babies. And
I just can't wait for these women to die off. They don't have kids. They're gonna die off, and their ideology will die off with them.
And just kill any man that you see, like in the streets, like any swing chick, just kill him.
This isn't fighting injustice. This is literally calling for genocide for the dumbest reason imaginable.
Because we want the species to go on, but we want it only to go on with women in it. So that's what we have to do. That's the only way to keep the human race going, is with just women. Get it?
Like, all you had to do was open up the video and actually watch what I'm talking about to tell that I don't actually advocate for killing men. But those men that are commenting on my video are complete f***ing retards, and honestly, we could do without you on this planet. So hashtag kill all men that are total.
So I'm just pretending and kidding, but the ones that did say anything, yeah, fuck you and kill you too.
Retards.
She is so easily triggered by men who think that male genocide is an insulting call to make.
Someone said women should have long hair. Okay.
How is shaving your own head supposed to be a flex against men? That makes absolutely no sense. I honestly
really
think
doesn't.
the women should keep it.
It's your own beauty. I thought you did it for other women, not for men. But now men care about it, and if other women care about it, but because the man cares about it, you're gonna shave yourself.
I find it hilarious.
You're not insulting them. You're describing them. You're not speaking negatively of them. You're just explaining what happened. And you're not ruining their reputation. They did that with their actions.
In other words, men are not allowed to defend themselves from her insane accusations.
All right, you want to know why I don't get offended when men call women crazy? Because we fucking are.
Yeah.
Because we fucking are. I just spent the last 30 minutes riding around following this lady because she decided that she was going to cut me off in traffic, and then she was going to flip me off. She was going to cut me off, and then she was going to flip me off. Okay, all right, sis. Well, your destination just become my destination. I'm going wherever you're going. So as I'm riding around following this lady, and she keeps flipping me off,
There are very few things more dangerous on this earth than a modern woman with road rage, I swear.
I'm like, what am I really going to do? I am 40 years old. I am 5 foot tall and 105 pounds. The only thing I'm going to do, because I ain't fighting, okay, these bones aren't getting broken. The only thing I'm going to do is we're going to have a talk with Mr. Glock, okay? Mr. Glock. But do I want to end up on an episode of Snapped? Am I ready? At 40 years old, is that what I'm ready for? I do look good in the color orange. They do serve free meals. I don't know.
It's just the thought process that go through these women's head. Like, oh yeah, I do look good in orange. Yeah, jail wouldn't be so bad. Like, crazy.
I don't know. We're fucking crazy, okay?
That is not crazy. Wanting to use a firearm because you got cut off is just straight up insanity.
You call them to cut down the tree?
What do you mean?
Did you call these people to cut a tree?
That's their house. They can cut it.
No, that's my parents' house now.
That's not your house,
yes,
baby girl.
It is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean anymore?
You need to go, baby. It's every morning you're waking up screaming. What is your issue?
Who screams?
You wake up. I don't know if you have an issue.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have issues?
You wake up every morning or something. You're always something's
okay,
always
well, the
happening.
police are coming in.
I don't give a fuck.
Complaining to your neighbors every morning is a sign that you desperately need a hobby, I think.
You broke my new iPhone.
That's not an iPhone.
You sped by, you startled me, I dropped it, and now you owe me a new iPhone.
No, I'm not getting you a new one.
Ow!
What are you doing?
You pushed me over.
No, I haven't moved and I have it on camera.
Even if this is a skit, it's rather sad how this type of scenario is plausible in today's society.
It really is.
I've never seen a man that I fucking need, bitch. You're all replaceable. Don't ever get too comfortable and don't ever think otherwise. You're a guest in this household and you can be kicked out just as quickly as you were welcomed in.
I just guess.
Trust me, girl. I can't wait for the man that you want to destroy you.
So confused when I see these ladies that are using filters, a ton of makeup, drawn on eyebrows, fake eyelashes, and where you can still see the glue at the top of their head for hair that is not theirs. So confidently come on the screen and talk shit about men. How dare you?
It's a bold strategy to completely burn all of your bridges with men with one single video. Congratulations.
You know, I do say it. You go around building bridges. You don't go around burning bridges. My father always says this. My father was like, you know, in life, I've built a lot of bridges, and it wasn't just for me to cross. It's also for you to cross. So don't burn those bridges, because you never know when someone else from the family or someone else that you need might need that bridge. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.